Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So tonight I'm going to be tying for you guys it's pretty much a San Juan worm, but it's a little variant that my family likes to call a mega worm. I think there's another fly called a mega worm. I don't know what it looks like, but this is just a San Juan worm variant, more or less. This particular color is called Cerise. I don't know what it is about this particular color, but it just catches fish. If you're wanting to go out and just catch a slob of them, this is the color that you want to get. So today I'm going to be tying this on a 52-62 in size 12. Anytime I tie a mega worm, that's what I use. Now when you get it, it comes in just like a normal bag. It's kind of like a chenille. I like to burn the ends, so what I like to do is I like to hold the material straight up and down and go parallel with the lighter here. That way it pretty much kind of tapers it in like a worm's body would be, and I just like to touch it just like that in order to get the chenille to come into a nice point. And as it does that, it will melt around that end and keep it from fraying out and messing up on you. You don't have to do this, but I do, just because if I'm going to tie a worm, it might as well look like I halfway tried on it. One thing that I do a little different on mine is I tie all of my San Juan worms and whatnot with GSP. This prevents that from slipping around the hook or anything like that, and it just makes a nice strong worm. On the mega worms, I use 150. On my smaller worms, say one that looks like this, I use my 50 denier. And when that stuff gets wet in the water, it will pretty much disappear. I like the back end to be longer than the front end. It's just a stylistic thing. It doesn't really matter, I don't think. What I like to do is, as I catch this first wrap in, I like to hold my finger where I've made that first wrap. If you don't, it will want to just like really roll on you. Once I get that first wrap, I hold it with my finger and I cinch down on it pretty hard. And then there's a second wrap, 3, 4, 5, right on top of each other. I'll pull that material forward and then I'll jump. And I'll just make, touching wraps, semi-touching wraps, back up to my index point where I started the fly. And then I'll kind of roll this to me and let that thread torque take it over to the front. Now that one didn't quite want to work out with me. It pulled my thread backwards and I want it to be right up here in the front, so I'm going to do that again. Hold it towards me, make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Even though it did want to twist on me, I'm going to go ahead and pull that material back and make 1, 2, 3 wraps in front so that GSP is stuck. Then I'll take it and I'll roll it back up to the top. We'll secure that with some glue here in just a second. Then from here, I'll just go ahead and start my whip finish. There's 1 4 turn. The second 4 turn, cinch it down real good. And then cut this. Now I don't know what it is about these Fiskars scissors, but I mean, it cuts GSP like nobody's business, and I'd much rather use a cheap pair of Fiskars than try and slice it with my nice scissors and dole those up. Once I'm done there, I'll come in with some head cement. I'll do a little drop right there on that knot, right into where that first wrap, those wraps are, and I'll come to the back and I'll kind of hit it right where it's tied down. Pull that forward, and there you go. Mega worm is done. Mega San Juan. Tie some up, get this Cerise color. It really is a killer. I mean, that thing just, I've had a 50 fish day on just a fly just like this. So there you go. Speaks for itself.